Hello everyone, welcome to class 7 English class. So today we are going to start the new chapter and the theme of the new chapter is travel and adventure. And under that the first lesson is the tunnel. Yes, how many of you are really excited to go through the tunnel? Did you ever go through the tunnel? Did you ever travel through the tunnel? What is your experience about it? You just put it in your words. So let us do the activities before we get into this lesson. So here on the screen you can see the tunnel and the surroundings of the tunnel, and there's a railway track and the train will be passing through this tunnel. Yes, let us do the first activity. What kind of an adventure activity would you like to be a part of? See, you children would love to do adventures, right? So here few are the options given. Which type of activity would you love to do? That is, how would you like to spend your weekends? Trying new activities, reading a book, spending time with friends. And I'm sure you want to try something new, right, children? So learn something new. So when you're learning something new, maybe in that you may also plan to do some adventurous activities. So the correct option, according to me, this is my option. Maybe your option may be trying new activities. So option is yours. You can go according to your option. Yes, the second question. Which of these places would you prefer to explore? Yes, children, when it's a vacation time, we'll have few plans in our mind, isn't it? To which places to visit, whether to a scenic beauty, whether to a forest, whether to a trekking area. So, dense forests and clear streams, magical lands with fairies, busy cities with interesting people, quiet places to think and create. I have chosen this option. Maybe you children would like to go with magical lands with fairies or dense forests and clear streams. Again, the second question option also differs from each other. Yes, question number 3. Which one of these activities would you prefer to do? Climbing a mountain or exploring jungle? Finding a hidden treasure or discovering a secret world? Solving puzzles or guessing riddles with friends? Making something creative or building a model? So, I have chosen this option and I am sure your option may be number 1. Right, children? I hope you really enjoy climbing a mountain or exploring a jungle, right? Yes, fourth activity. What do you think about teamwork? A very, very important word, teamwork. Yes, teamwork is very important to complete a task successfully, right? So, I love leading the team. I enjoy working with others. I prefer sharing ideas with friends. I like working alone. So never think about this option, dear children. So I love leading the team or I enjoy working with others. Your answer may be any of these. Remember, when we are in a team, we should work selflessly. We should go along with the team. Yes. Based on your choices, which of the following do you think applies the best to you? Bold explorer, imaginative dreamer, energetic planner, or thoughtful creator? What do you think, children? Which of the following applies the best to you? Till now, we have seen few questions where we have marked options according to our ideas, right? So based on that, are you a bold explorer? Are you an imaginative dreamer? Are you an energetic planner or a thoughtful creator? So my choice goes to be energetic planner. Now, you just think about which is your right option. For example, there's an answer which is given here. I think I'm a mixture of bold explorer, an energetic planner, and a thoughtful creator. Almost all the options are taken into this answer. I embrace challenges with curiosity, organize ideas with enthusiasm, and express creativity with depth. This blend allows me to navigate new experiences, turn visions into reality, and craft meaningful contributions to the world. Yes, all these are very, very important to successfully complete the task. Because to complete a task, all these a mixture of all these are the ingredients which will give you a very successful task, right? Yes, let us get into the tunnel now. Are you all ready? Yes. So, we are going to start the lesson now. It was almost noon and the jungle was very still, very silent. It was afternoon time and the jungle was very silent, very still. Here the meaning of still is there was no movement at all. No one was moving here and there, no animals, nothing was moving there. Heat waves shimmered because it was noontime and heat waves were shimmering. That is, one can actually experience that heat waves which were very shining. That is, the sun rays were very strong. Along the railway embankment, where it cut a path through the tall evergreen trees. So, the heat waves were shimmering along the embankment. Embankment means you might have seen the walls around the tunnel. That is called as embankment, a stone wall made to carry the railway over low ground. So, from all these places, the heat was shimmering. The heat waves were shimmering. And the railway lines were two straight black serpents. See how the railway lines are compared here? They are compared to two black serpents. Serpents is snake. Okay, so the railway lines were just compared to two serpents. They are looking like snakes, which were disappearing into the tunnel in the hillside. So, the railway line can be seen outside the tunnel. The same line was also inside the tunnel. Because inside the tunnel, it will be dark. The serpents were disappearing. Here, the meaning of disappearing doesn't mean vanishing away. It means that it cannot be seen because inside the tunnel it will be dark. Suraj stood near the cutting. Now, the important character of the story is Suraj. And where was Suraj standing? Near a cutting. What is cutting? A narrow valley cut through a hill to make space for the railway line. That is, through the hill, from the hill, they have made a cutting to construct the railway track. So, Suraj was standing near that cutting. Why was he standing? Waiting for the midday train. It was a time for the train in the afternoon to arrive and to pass through that tunnel. It wasn't a station and he wasn't catching a train. This is very important point again. Suraj did not come there to catch a train, to board a train. No. and moreover, it was not even the station. Then why did Suraj stand at that place? Let us see. He was waiting so that he could watch the steam engine come roaring out of the tunnel. The purpose of Suraj standing near the cutting and waiting for the midday train was that he wanted to watch. He wanted to watch the steam engine coming out of the tunnel. That is, when you know what is a steam engine, and the smoke will be coming out of the steam engine, making a very huge sound, right? So Suraj wants to see how the steam engine will be passing through the tunnel, making that roaring sound. So what did you understand now? That Suraj loves to watch the trains passing through the tunnel. See, in this picture you can see this part is the embankment. Fine. See, the railway track is going inside the tunnel also, but we cannot see it because it is very dark inside. So, the railway line is disappearing, and these railway lines are compared to serpents, right? These are the two serpents which is compared in the lesson. Right. Maybe Suraj was standing somewhere here, and he wants to watch the steam engine passing through the tunnel by making the roaring sound. Now, he had cycled out of the town and taken the jungle path until he had come to a small village. Suraj has come on the cycle out of the town, that is, he has come out of the town and now he is in the jungle path on the way to jungle, and until he had come to a small village. So from the jungle he passed on to a small village. He has travelled to a small village. He had left the cycle there and walked over a low scrub covered hill and down to the tunnel exit. So what Suraj did, he has just parked his cycle aside, and what did he see? He has walked over a low scrub covered. What is low scrub covered? Covered with short trees and bushes. You can see all these are the low scrub covered. So now, parking his cycle aside, Suraj was walking through these low scrub covered bushes. Next, and down to the tunnel exit. Right now, from there, he has come somewhere to this point. Exit, tunnel exit, that is the end of the tunnel, to the other side of the tunnel. Now he wants to stand here and observe how the steam engine is passing through the tunnel, making a roaring sound. Now he looked up. He had heard in the distance the shrill whistle of the engine. Now he was standing there and he could hear that the midday train was about to arrive to that place where he was standing. Right. He could hear the sound of the shrilling whistle which was approaching towards him. He couldn't see anything because the train was approaching from the other side of the hill. Only he could hear the roaring sound of the train, but he could not really see the train. Why? Because the train was coming from the other side of the hill, right? Now you might have seen the metro trains, right? We can see them only to a certain distance. After that, it will take a curve and we cannot see that. Even these trains, this train was also coming from the other side of the hill. As such, Suraj was unable to see the train. But presently, a sound like distant thunder issued from the tunnel, and he knew the train was coming through. So slowly he could hear that roaring sound of the train, the whistle of the train was very clearly heard. So he was very much sure that the train was coming through. Here in the picture you can see, this is the steam which was just going away, and here Suraj is standing and he is watching the train coming out of the tunnel. Let us see. A second or two later, that is after 2 seconds like that, the steam engine shot out of the tunnel. That is, just after he could hear the sound was very closer to him, within span of 2 seconds, he could see the train was coming out of the tunnel, snorting and puffing like some green, black and gold dragon, some beautiful monster out of Suraj's dreams. So, all this smoke, here he's comparing, he's speaking about the different colors of the smoke, green, black, gold, dragon, and he says that it looks like a dragon and also a beautiful monster. This yellow color, yellow and a mix of green, can you see that? So he calls this smoke as a beautiful monster out of Suraj's dreams. Now Suraj was really experiencing a steam engine coming out of the tunnel, showering sparks left and right. It roared a challenge to the jungle. So there were sparks of the smoke here and there, and when the train was passing through, and Suraj felt that the sound, the roaring sound was so high that it was a challenge to the jungle. Maybe nothing can be heard when we are standing near that roaring sound of the steam engine.